These countries look expensive, but they're not. I say that because on the surface, these places scream luxury, the cafes, the coastlines, the cobbled streets. But once you dig in, your wallet breathes. Today I'm taking you on a tour of 5 countries that could pass for high-end travel brochures, yet won't break the bank. I open with a quick 10 to 12 second montage, sweeping drone over Ha Long Bay, a sunset resort on a Filipino island, Balinese rice terraces at golden hour Albania's Adriatic cliffs, Guatemala's colorful streets beneath a smoking volcano. I'll show exactly how I stretched a modest budget across amazing experiences in each place, and how you can too. I'm going to be brutally practical. Where to eat like a local, which transport saves you the most, the kinds of stays that feel expensive but cost pennies compared to Western prices. Stick around because some of these tips are, genius shortcuts I wish I knew sooner. By the end, you'll be planning a trip that looks like $1 million but costs far less. Let's go. First up, Vietnam. Vietnam feels like a glossy travel mag, sleek rooftop bars, artful cafes, boutique hotels, cinematic limestone bays. But the economy there is built for budget travel, and that's why you get luxury vibes for a fraction of the cost. I spent mornings sipping high-quality egg coffee while working on my laptop in a cafe, yet my cup and pastry cost next to nothing. Street food here feels gourmet. Fresh herbs, rich broths, vibrant flavors, and a full meal for 2 can run cheaper than a single fast food combo. For transport, grab trains, long-distance buses. They're clean, efficient, and a fraction of the price of flights. I loved hopping on motorbikes for short trips. It's cheap, fast, and iconic, but always respect local traffic rules and use a helmet. I found rooms with vaulted ceilings and antique touches that felt curated like a boutique hotel, but they were often half what a similar look would cost elsewhere. If you want to splurge, rooftop cocktails overlooking the city will make you feel like a millionaire for one evening without the hefty bill. Insider tip: book local tours through guest houses or small operators. You get knowledgeable guides and true value, not inflated agency prices. Use apps for quick food ordering and market bargaining for souvenirs. Both stretch your budget further. Vietnam proves you can have rich sensory experiences, food, coffee, views, while keeping costs low. Next, the Philippines. The Philippines markets itself with postcard beaches and high-end resorts. But the country's true secret is how affordable island hopping can be when you go local. I flew into Cebu ferries, small planes, hidden islands, beachfront huts, family-run resorts deliver an exclusive vibe for much less. The water is the star, unbelievable clarity and color. Bankas, outrigger boats, public ferries. I woke early to jump on a banca and snorkel over vibrant reefs. The guide and boat fee split between a few of us was cheaper than a single snorkel trip at some luxury resorts. Meals at seaside carinderias were fresh, massive, and affordable seafood straight from the nets cooked to order. If you want that luxe resort aesthetic, stay on islands where boutique owners operate a handful of bungalows rather than massive hotels. The vibe is intimate and prices are reasonable. For spa days, sunset dinners, choose one splurge night at a nicer place and keep the rest simple. You'll still get that magazine-worthy content without the continuous cost. Practical tip: travel in the shoulder season for lower rates and quieter beaches. Book ferries ahead for popular routes, but be flexible with small local schedules. It adds adventure and often saves money. The Philippines proves paradise doesn't require a fortune, just smart choices and a sense of curiosity. Chapter 3. When people picture Luxe Bali, they imagine infinity pools, private villas, curated wellness retreats. But dig beyond the glossy postcards. There are pockets of low-cost luxury everywhere. I split time between polished areas and quieter inland towns, rice terraces, local warungs, family-run guest houses. Food in Indonesia is a cultural highlight. Warungs serve authentic nasi goreng, satay, sambal-packed dishes, I'd eat a massive plate for the cost of a coffee back home and still have cash left to book a guided hike or a cultural show. Ferries between islands are reliable and cheap. Plan routes smartly and island hop without pricey seaplane fares. Accommodation ranges from ultra-budget dorms to affordable private villas run by locals. Villas with polished wood interiors. Private pools that look influencer-ready but are affordable off-season. Renting a scooter to explore inland is inexpensive. Hidden temples, waterfalls, rice field viewpoints. Insider move, book cooking classes with local chefs, or stay in homestays for immersive, community-funded experiences. Avoid obvious tourist hubs except for one splurge day. You'll keep costs down and authenticity up. Indonesia proves that Bali-style glam is more of an aesthetic than a price tag. Chapter 4. Albania surprised me with how cinematic it looks. Dramatic Adriatic cliffs, Venetian-era old towns, deserted beaches that feel like a private Mediterranean escape. It carries a European sophistication in architecture and coastline, but the price tags for food and lodging are often shockingly low. I wandered ancient streets that looked like Dubrovnik's quieter cousin and paid far less for the experience. Local eateries serve hearty, flavorful meals. Fresh seafood pitas, mountain cheeses at prices that let you dine lavishly every night if you want. Public transport connects coastal towns to inland highlights and is incredibly affordable. Buses, shared taxis. Driving yourself is an option too. Rentals are cheaper than in Western Europe, letting you chase cliffs and hidden coves on your schedule. Boutique guest houses in towns like Gjirokastër Berat offer distinctive historic charm without the hotel premium. I slept in converted stone houses with period details and modern comforts, feeling like I'd booked a boutique heritage stay for a steal. Day trips to secluded beaches felt like private discoveries rather than crowded resort scenes. Tip shop at local markets for picnic supplies. Albania proves you can get European coastal grandeur on a budget, an incredible value for explorers who want beauty without the bank-breaking prices. Chapter 5. Guatemala looks like a storybook-painted colonial buildings, highland markets bursting with textiles, volcano-peppered horizons that feel cinematic. The country's aesthetic feels premium, but the day-to-day costs are remarkably low, especially if you embrace local transport and markets. I spent days wandering cobblestone streets and felt surrounded by history and color at every corner. Food markets are where Guatemala shines. You can eat giant, flavorful tamales or a plate of pepián for pocket change and feel like you've had a full culinary tour. Buses between towns are inexpensive and shuttles are common and a great way to meet locals and see countryside scenery. Hiring local guides for volcano hikes or cultural tours supports communities. Accommodation includes charming colonial guest houses and family-run hotels where rooms come with views of central plazas or volcanoes. I found rooftop terraces perfect for morning coffee and people watching that rival boutique hotels in pricier destinations. For adventure, volcano hikes and lake trips require minimal gear and low guide fees, offering dramatic experiences without the high-end price tag. Smart move buy handmade goods from market artisans and haggle respectfully. It helps you save and supports local makers. Guatemala proves that luminous color, culture, and epic landscapes don't have to equal expensive travel. They can be affordable, authentic, and unforgettable. Outro. We just toured 5 countries that look like luxury postcards but don't carry luxury price tags. Ha Long Bay, Bali, Antigua, Albania, Guatemala. From Vietnam's coffee-lined streets to Guatemala's painted plazas, the common thread is intelligent choices. Eat where locals eat, use local transport, swap one splurge night for several low-cost magic days.